Welcome to Real Estate Success Partner. We're your hosts, Devin Dubuc,
David Nguyen,
and we're here to talk about how to have great success in any marketplace. Guys, this is Christmas week, 3 days to Christmas here. And man, you probably can't see us, but we're wearing Santa hats and we've got that holiday spirit kicking. I know over here in the Dubuc household, man, the kids are super excited. Just blessings are happening all around us. How about you, David? What's going on at your place?
oh my God, the magic that's going around. Kids everywhere, Christmas, the
Smiling
camaraderie,
faces.
smiling faces.
Yeah,
I can't,
gifts.
I mean, just, it's
No
the
flurries.
lights.
We got no flurries today, man.
Yeah,
Like, what's
yeah.
going on?
We
It's
might-
wild out there.
We might actually have a white Christmas here.
And by the way, guys, we're in Dallas, Texas. That's where we air out of. We don't see much snow here, and it's supposed to be down to 16 degrees today.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
16 degrees.
It's dropping like crazy.
We've got snow outside. We might have a white Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Wild stuff. Well, hey, we unpacked a lot of stuff on our last episode, and what this podcast is about is how to create success in any market in the real estate industry. And we felt like it was really important to talk about, how we have that success, right? The magic dust, right, behind the success that we provide for our team members and our agents and the borrowers that we're closing. So what do you do, David? What does that look like, right? We talked about a little bit about the daily success plan.
Sure.
But let's unpack that a little bit. Let's talk a little bit more. I think our viewers would love to know, what we're doing over here.
Yeah. I'll talk a little bit about what my team does. We are having tremendous results, Devin. We started this marketing animals back in July of this year, and ever since then, our growth pattern has been almost like a straight up arrow.
Let's touch on that real quick. So, a lot of people that are listening to this, they may not know what the marketing animals is. What's the marketing animals? What does that do for us?
So, the marketing animals is a coaching program specific to the mortgage industry.
Okay.
So these are the top. I call them the top 1%ers, the top loan originators across the United States. These guys have a proven method and system that hold success. There's pretty much nothing that has happened that they haven't been able to overcome. And so they came in, and we follow a very specific program to
the daily success plan.
The daily success plan.
Yeah.
To get us those success.
And so the daily success plan, what does that look like, right? So it's a daily plan, which means there's specific activities every day. Is that?
Oh, absolutely. So to be successful, we do the same thing every single day. There's not a day that
every day or every week.
Every day, Devin. Yeah. Every day. There's not a day that my team doesn't wake up and doesn't have a plan or a map on what they're supposed to do on a daily basis.
I love that, man.
Because of what we do on a daily basis, it's reaping tremendous results, not only with us, but also for our realtor relationships. Okay. They're starting to see a growth.
Yeah. So tell me about that, right? So you come in, the week starts, it's Monday morning, and what does that look like, right, for you and your team? Because you got a team behind you, right? Let's talk about the team real quick. So it's you and how many people on your specific team?
It's me and 3 other people.
You and 3 other people.
Yes. So on how it looks like is on Monday. So we do something every single day of the week. So on Monday, we call what's called Doors Hammer.
Okay.
That's our day to call real estate agents across our platform to see if we're like-minded and like-hearted.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're looking for, Devin, is people that are like-minded and like-hearted, being that, we want to do business with people that are like us.
Yeah. You want to work with people that you enjoy working with, right? Make sure the relationships are there. And so you're calling, these are new agents that you're calling. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And you're just trying to develop a line of dialogue. Are you trying to sell them something?
No, not at all. We're actually just networking. A lot of times, when we're calling them, our very first setup is just a coffee appointment, Devin.
Yeah.
It's sitting down just like me and you here, just get to know each other.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the family? How's what you been doing? Stuff like that. A lot of times, Devin, I'll be honest with you, we don't even talk about work. I kind of want to know the individual because in this stage in my career, I think that's a lot more important than what number of sales they have.
How are you picking the agents that you're communicating with, right? So you're just picking up a phone book and dialing them randomly?
Absolutely not. So again, back to market animals, we have a very regimented way of going after the realtors that we talk to. So they break it down into 3 categories. A realtor is a whale, a tuna, or a tilapia. A tilapia is a person that does 8 buy sides a year. A tuna is a person that does 23 buy sides a year. And a whale is anybody that does 30 or more buy sides a year.
And is there a guessing game to this, right? You're just like, you think that they do this kind of volume, or, do you have a way to actually identify this?
Yeah. There's a pre-qualified list that you can buy, or, what we use is MMI a lot. So, it's a software that you can actually just go in, pull up a realtor, and it'll tell you exactly the transactions that were done for that year.
That's huge. By the way, guys, Mortgage Marketing Intelligence, we'll go ahead and plug them on there. Not an official sponsor, but this is the database that we utilize. And this is great, not just for real estate agents, but this gives loan officer data too, right? So for the agent out there that's looking at who should I be doing business with, Mortgage Marketing Intelligence is a great way for you to see who you're going to be communicating with and get to know more about them and their production and where they're doing business. So, so we use Mortgage Marketing Intelligence. I wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit because that's where these qualified agents are coming from. So you're able to see the production, what they're closing, who they're working with, what title companies they're doing business with. Correct? Is that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So that's our Monday call. Once we make a connection, then they go into our daily success plan. So from there, we start a relationship.
Let me stop you real quick there. So you're calling the new agents on Thor's Hammer, which is your Monday calls. Do you call anybody else on Monday?
God, I don't know. Like
Focus 40 agents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Focus 40 agent. What do we call a Focus 40 agent?
Oh, these are our agents that we already have an established relationship.
Yeah.
And they've given us a referral. So we want to make sure that we talk to them on a daily basis.
They're coming off the weekend. They've maybe showed a house or two. They've got a contract they need to get in. They're looking for who they need to communicate with. And instead of waiting for them to call you.
Yep. We call them.
You call them. And you call all your agents that you have active relationships with every Monday?
Every Monday. So our big thing is communication, Devin. So a lot of times what we hear from realtors is the lack of communication from the lender to the realtor.
Right.
So one thing we like to do is make sure that we communicate on all forum platform. So every Monday, we're touching base with a phone call to all of our agents. We're also doing an email every Monday to our agents. And then on Friday, we send a text. So once a week, no matter what, whether they have anything for us or not, we are calling them, we're emailing them, and we're texting them every single week.
And you said once a week, but I think it's more than that because you said you do a text on Friday, right? And that's to tell them what? What are you telling them on Friday?
Our Friday texts are just, hey, we're here for you and to be a service. But the biggest thing is my team works on weekends. That's at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, they'll go, oh, you have to work weekends. Well, don't feel sorry for us. We chose to be in this industry. We love working weekends because, that's the business that we're in. The reason why we have to work weekends is a lot of offers are made on Sunday night. And a lot of times the realtors are trying to make that offer before Monday and they can't get hold of their lender. With us, we do a lot of pre-qualifications on Sunday night.
Okay. So you send the text to let them know that your team is available.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that way you're top of mind when they've got something that comes up, they're going to reach out to you. And then you hit them again on Monday and you let them know, hey, you're still here.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
And then you're sending this email. What's the email for?
Well, the email is just people like to communicate the way they like to communicate. But our biggest thing that we send the email for is we have an agent mastermind class every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. So that coaching program that we're part of, they share that information with our realtors. So that program every Tuesday at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, we have agents across the country on a call.
Top agents.
The top agents.
Doing really cool things.
Yeah, doing really cool things.
They're sharing that stuff.
Yep.
And you're able to share that back to your agents to give them, maybe another nugget or two that they can utilize to make their business plan more successful, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we get a text on Friday, we get a call on Monday, we get an email to this mastermind thing for our agents to stay successful. We're always in front of them because we want to let them know we're available.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're always here for them. We're a phone call away, an email away, or a text away.
Yeah. Love that. Okay. So Monday activity, we know you sent a text on Friday and you were getting into Tuesday. So let's go back to that. So on Tuesday, what are we doing?
So our Tuesday is just our just ask. So on Tuesday, we call anybody that is in our pipeline with an
Mhm.
executed contract.
Okay.
So, we have a live deal here. We're closing. We have a close date, and
Yeah.
we're ready to start processing their loan. So on Tuesday, we're calling the agent, we're calling the other realtor on the transaction, we're calling the title company, and we're calling the insurance company also. But the biggest person we're calling is the client.
Client,
We're
yeah.
the just as ask is, hey, we make sure that everybody's up to date on the file, because
Yeah.
that's a big thing.
Right.
We hear from realtors a lot of times, they're sitting up on Sunday nights going, hey, who do I need to call to make sure I know where my files is?
Yeah.
With us, they don't have to worry, because we are actually going to call them every Tuesday, no matter what, and update them on the file.
So let's unpack that real quick. So you call the borrower,
Mhm.
you get an update with them.
Mhm.
You let them know what's going on with the file so that there's no confusion, right? If there's things that need to be updated, I assume you talk about that, right?
Right.
Then you reach out to the agent on the buy side.
Yep.
You give them a little update as to what's going on. You mentioned the selling agent. Now, most loan officers don't call selling agents. What's the purpose of that call? Why are you calling the selling agent?
We want to call it still agent because anybody's involved in the transaction, we want to make sure they're up to date on communication. Again, we don't just communicate with the people that we have a relationship. We communicate with everybody involved, Devin.
Yeah.
But I'll share a little bit later on after the transaction. We're going to contact them and say, hey, if you like the way we communicate with you, we'd like to see if you'd be interested in being part of our program.
Like-minded, like-hearted.
Like-minded, like-hearted.
So let's talk about that too, because there's another reason the selling agent. What typically happens with the buyer's agent? They're the main port-upon cap between the borrower and the selling agent.
Absolutely.
Right? So that borrower's agent is a busy body, because they're fielding the calls from the selling agent, they're fielding the calls from the buyer, then they're going back to the launch, they're trying to track them down. But you're calling them on Monday, you're reaching out to them with an email on Monday, you're texting them on Friday, then you're following back up on Tuesday for anything that's in the pipeline, and you're calling the selling agent on their behalf, so they don't have to have that communication with the selling agent, which takes away some of that extra
time. Yeah, they can spend time.
They get more time back.
Yeah,
We're giving them time.
We're giving them time.
We're giving them time. Now, you mentioned you call title agent, maybe insurance agent as well, right? And that's what's the purpose of those calls?
Again, we want to make sure everybody's up to date on the file. The majority of the time, we're going to take that file from beginning to end for a smooth and flawless closing. But there are times that there may be some issues.
Smooth and flawless. I love that.
If there are some issues, we address it right then, and everybody's involved. Again, that communication thing, good or bad news, we want everybody to know what's going on.
That's huge. Now, there's one other thing I know you do at the end of every call, right?
Yeah.
Because we work together.
Yeah.
And we call it changing the way you say goodbye.
Yes.
And we have a different language for a borrower versus an agent. So
Yep.
when we get off the phone on all these calls, whether it's Monday or Tuesday, what do we say to the borrower? What's the borrower call to action, right? So
we call it the 3x3, Devin. Whether it's the borrower or the realtor, we ask pretty much the same question. Hey, Devin, you're a super cool person, man. Do you know anybody else that's looking to buy, sell, or refinance? If you do, can you please send them our way?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're asking them for business, right?
Oh, every call.
Yeah. And so we call them, we say, hey, any friends, family, or coworkers, they're looking to buy, sell, or refinance, right? And they say, yes. What do you do with that lead?
We give it back to the realtor.
Oh, okay. So you're extracting leads to give back to your realtors from the borrowers that they gave you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And this is again, magic dust, Devin. So when I first started doing this business,
Christmas magic,
it's
right?
Christmas magic. It's
you gotta give the gift that keeps on giving.
If you're not used to asking for referrals, it's a strange thing. But the reality of it is, when do most realtors and when do most lenders ask for referral from a client?
At the end of the transaction.
Yeah,
no question about it.
At the end of the transaction. But when you think about it, during the transaction is probably the prime time, because think about this for a second, Devin. It's the largest purchase of your life.
Yeah.
Don't you think you're going to be talking about it with whoever?
No question about it. We're always talking about it. When we're buying a house, that's all we can talk about.
Yeah, right? You're talking about.
We're buying new. We're looking to buy new. We wait until the end of the transaction to do that, but we look for the new furniture that we're going to buy for the house. We're meeting other people out in public. We're talking to our friends. We're talking to our family, and a lot of times we run into people that are.
Yeah, think about this way.
They're looking to do the same thing.
You're constantly talking about. So what you project out in the world, you're getting back.
That's right.
So we've seen we've kind of tracked this a little bit. We're having tremendous success. I had a lady a couple of weeks ago where we did the 3x3, and she gave us 2 referrals that I was able to give back to the agent.
That's huge.
2 transactions in December, Devin.
That's great.
Can you imagine that?
That's
getting
crazy.
2 referrals from their existing. So what would you rather work? A cold lead or a referral lead?
Oh, it's no question about it, right? We're going to go back to the people we already know.
Yes.
And if they're already talking great things about us because we're in communication with them, well, man, they're going to trust our judgment as to what agents we're going to place them with. And they're going to want to work with us because they see how great the process has been for their friends and family. And the other thing we'll put out there too is we did the 3x3 thing for the borrower. The agent sounds a little different. The agent is, hey, you know what? Well, I got you on the phone. Is there anybody else that I can get pre-qualified for you? We'd love to close 2 loans with you this month, right?
Absolutely.
Is there anybody else right now? Any cool people that we can help out, right? So we're calling and we're trying to extract referrals, but we're sharing those referrals back with the agents, and we're doing this every Tuesday. And we're calling borrower, we're calling agent, we're calling selling agent, we're calling the title company and the insurance agency, and just keeping everybody up to the date on the process.
Absolutely.
And what's the number one thing that we hear from most realtors that is their biggest frustration with loan officers?
Lack of communication, by far the number one thing.
So you have no lack of communication.
We have it down to a science.
Overly communicating.
We over communicate. In fact, Devin, I tell people all the time, because sometimes when you have team members that say, "Hey man, do I really have to call them again? I just talked to them yesterday." We have a rule, Devin: touch the client, touch the realtor. Okay. So there's a chance that you get 3 emails in one day because we touched the client 3 times.
That's
so
huge.
I've yet to have a realtor tell me, "Hey, can you please don't communicate with me? What's going on with the client?"
Please don't give me updates. Yeah. I don't want to know. I'll just show up to the title company on closing day.
Yeah.
I hope you get it right.
Yeah.
Right? You're right. Yeah. Nobody's
you're talking to me way too much. Clients. Please stop talking to me. So
nobody's doing that. And we express that. You said your team. So you're asking for referrals, but what about the team members when they're calling and doing update stuff for you?
Everybody on the team are goodbyes. Back to what we said before. Everybody on the team does a 3x3. Our goodbyes is what we call the 3x3. Before we leave every call, we ask that question: "Hey, do you know anybody that's looking to buy, sell, or refinance? Can you do us a favor? Can you please send them our way?"
And do we do anything for those clients that we close? Is there anything that maybe we do as a team to give back?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the things we like to do is charity. It's Christmas. Something that's close to all of our hearts is breast cancer awareness. Yeah. So we give every transaction that we close, we give a little bit back to the Susan G. Komen, which is a local Dallas charity.
For breast cancer awareness.
Breast cancer awareness.
So that's, that every single loan that we fund, by the way, it's not just for referrals, it's for any loan that we fund. We're always donating back. We want to make sure that we're there to help people that are in need. A lot of us have family members that are, survivors, or family members that passed away from cancer. And that one holds near and dear to my heart for sure. I've lost some family members to that. And so that's the foundation that we've chosen, and we do this on every transaction. So every loan that we close, we're trying to give a little bit back, along with a lot of communication, is what it sounds like, right?
Absolutely.
So moving forward into Wednesday, I'm assuming another activity, or is that your break day? You guys
no. We don't take breaks. So hopefully we've extracted a referral by the time that we fund a loan. But if for some reason that we haven't extracted a referral on behalf of our realtor, it goes into our Wednesday call, which is our past client database call.
Okay.
So if we get to a closing and we haven't gotten you a referral, we consider that transaction a B minus, C plus.
Yeah.
Then why? Because we haven't gotten you a referral yet. Yeah. We believe that every lender should be able to get you to the finish line. Yeah. Where we want a 5-star service is we extract a referral from you. That's whenever you can give us a 5-star service.
Yep.
So we're not done. We're going to now take that. We're going to take that client. We're going to put them in our past client database. Now we're going to kick in behind the scenes, the magic, so to say. We use a couple of CRMs that sends out information to the client. It'll give them a valuation of their house every single month. They get an email. Every single month we're touching them. On top of that, my team is calling them 4 times a year on a phone call. Yeah. Making sure that they don't need our services for anything, giving them updates end of the year. Hey, your taxes are going up. Have you thought about updating your insurance, whatever it may be, but one of the things that we're trying to do by communicating them every single month, we call them 4 times a year. We send them a email every single month. We send text. We even send a mailer out just to keep in track of them. The reason why, Devin, is we're trying to stay top of mind with these clients. Okay.
Let them know you're there.
Yeah. We'll make sure they're there. And
we want to help.
Yeah. And not only are we trying to stay top of mind, we want our realtor to stay top of mind. At the end of the day, we want to make sure if there's another transaction or they have anybody that a referral, and that's what we're asking, Devin.
Right.
At the end of our goodbyes, we're asking, hey, do you know anybody that's looking to buy, sell, or refinance?
Yeah.
Hey, do us a favor. Can you please send them our way? You'd be surprised how many times someone goes, oh yeah, I just ran into this because we're top of mind.
Yep.
We got
well, they're hearing from you once a quarter. So when they get the call, they know you're calling to check in on them and see how they're doing. But at the same time, they know you're probably going to ask for a referral because you started it during the beginning part of the process, right?
Yep.
You called them every week. You were asking for a referral every single week. Probably got one at that point in time.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But at some point in time, you get to the end and now it's on to, hey, we want to stay in touch with these folks, make sure that our customers know that we're there. And, simultaneously, as we're staying top of mind with them, we're going to ask them, hey, you know what? We loved working with you. You were awesome. Right. And we love to work with as many cool people as we can. Hey, do you have anybody right now that you know of, any friends, family, or coworkers that are in the market to buy, sell, or refinance in the next year? Right. And, if not, hey, can we count on you to send them our way when you do? Right. So let's talk about that. So we got this borrower from an agent. We're calling them once a quarter and they give you a referral. We know we give them the referral back during the lending process, but now it's a past customer and they give you a referral and it's a new home purchase. Maybe somebody trying to sell a house, whatever. Where does that lead go? Are you, handing that off to just any random agent or?
No. We're giving back to our realtor. That's the relationship that we have.
The gift that keeps on giving.
We're extracting referrals for every loan they've given us. If we can't get it by the time the transaction finished, you give us 12 months and we're probably going to extract a referral.
That's huge, man. The holiday spirit, right?
Yeah,
you guys are doing the Merry Christmas holiday spirit
year round.
Yeah,
year
blessings round. on blessings from David Nguyen and Chris Garcia. And who else you got on the team?
We got Ashton and Jasmine.
That's huge, man. That's huge. And that's not the whole team because we've got processors and
we got back end help. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just the folks that work on your team, and that's how you keep up with the communication. But you mentioned a CRM in here, right? So it's a lot of conversations. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. How are you keeping track of those calls, man? Like, how do you know what you said, when you called them last? How do you know all this stuff? How do you know that everybody's following up when they're supposed to follow up?
Oh, Devin, that's our magic. That's our magic dust. That's our secret sauce. That is what makes us different from everybody else. As you know, you created it.
Guilty as charged.
Think about the amount of clients we have. I have over 1,000 people in my past client database.
Yeah.
I have over 80 realtors that I have a relationship
with. And let's reverse that real quick, just so they understand how many clients that is. When did you start at this branch doing what you do?
November of 2018.
November of 2018. So you have over 1,000 clients in your database from November of 2018.
Yes, sir.
So we talk about success. You've had a lot of it. You've had a lot of it. So you're not just getting started. This isn't new to you. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
And you know that you have that many clients because
it's in the database.
It's in the database. It's in the CRM.
It's in the CRM.
Okay.
At the end of the day, when you're dealing with massive amounts of data, you can't think that you're going to remember or use Excel spreadsheets, or I think we all use Excel spreadsheets at some point in our time history.
Right.
It's just,
you got to get started.
It's just too much data. You need help. That's why they call it CRM. These things are to help you keep you on track. So our CRM,
client relations manager.
Yeah, right? our CRM is great, Devin. It tells me on a daily basis. I have what's called a priority view. Not only do I have a priority view, but my teams have a priority view.
Okay.
All I do is pop my computer open. It says, "Hey, today is Thor's Hammer. Call all these agents. Hey, today is Tuesday. Just ask. Call these agents. Hey, Wednesday is database call. Call these agents."
Bars.
So. Bars.
Okay.
Yeah, bars.
You got a little one-track mind. That's a good. We're thinking agents, because that's who we're trying to help here, right?
Yes.
But you're calling borrowers to, and it's telling you to do that.
It's telling
you which ones to call.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I just, my job is not finished until I've gotten to the finish line.
Oh, so you got to, so it's like a race in the beginning. I got to get through these calls and make sure that I update all my people every day.
So
we got to do this every day.
So there's no one that's missing. So, there's no realtor that's not going to get a call from me once a week because my CRM tells me I didn't call them this week.
And so it's just a call system. You're able to call through it, or does it do anything else?
No, it does a lot more. It's very robust. Devin.
Okay.
It tracks the leads. It tracks the realtor.
So what realtor gave you the lead and what leads you've given to your realtor then? You have some reports on that?
Oh, that's probably one of the greatest things ever. Yeah. So I have realtors that, once a month, I send them a list of all the leads they've given me. So in case I've missed anybody or we just kind of review it. every realtor I've talked to said we are the only company out there that they've ever been able to access their own leads, their referrals that they've
transparency.
Given. It's transparency,
right? They typically don't get great communication. There's no transparency. They're wondering, hey, whatever happened to that Garcia lead
exactly
that I sent over to you? And you're not just following up with them every week to talk about it, but you're providing them a report that shows them where those leads are and whether they gave it to you or whether you gave it to them.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a filters. I can filter it down to them, their entire team, however they want it. I talked to a realtor the other day, and as we were going through her lead, she says, "Hey, I forgot about the Hernandez file. What's going on with that?" I go, "Oh, they told us to call him back January 1st." She goes, "Oh, well, let me call him." Well, she ended up calling him early, and we moved. She had completely forgotten about him, but because of our database, we the reason why we have this database is to make sure that
we're not missing anything.
We're not missing anything.
Yeah, it's huge. So you've got reporting features, but as far as the communication side, you've got the phone calls, text messages.
Absolutely. Goes out directly to the emails, text messages.
Are they all canned or can you, text?
No. We change it up every week, Devin. There's a different, our communication is up to date. So every single week, every single day, we modify stuff. We're looking at different things. I mean, we're getting much better. I mean, we just introduced bomb videos, which a lot of it's not new to the market, but it's new to our team.
Let's talk about bomb real quick. Yeah. That's cool, man. And we're just introducing this technology. It's been out for a while, guys. But again, no plug here for bomb. They're not a sponsor or anything, but these guys do really cool video texting opportunities. You can text from or the video from the phone. You can do it from your email. It tracks who's opening and looking at these things if they're watching the entire video, but it gives that personal touch, right? So it's, hey, this is so-and-so with Click and Close, just checking in on you.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's personalized, right? Yeah. And you can send that straight through your CRM.
Oh yeah. I can send it through my CRM. I can email it. I can text it. I can whatever form of communication is out there, I can send it.
So you're in front of them, not just through text and not just through email and phone call, but you're also face to face with them with videos. And you're just sending these videos in the beginning stages. Do you send it out to your existing borrowers? Like, how does that work?
Oh, it's we're in the beginning stages of it, but it's just we have points throughout the application that we plan on using it. Hey, you know what? We received a full application. Hey, we have a pre-qual letter. Hey, you know what? We have an executed contract. Hey, we
congratulations, you're pre-approved.
Yeah,
congratulations,
absolutely.
You're closed.
So now,
welcome to your new house.
Yeah,
right?
Just another form of communication, just another way for us to give back to our realtors information.
That's huge, man. That's huge. So communication on communication, but it's not just, you got to remember to do all this stuff. It's not on an Excel spreadsheet. You've got a communication platform. Your entire team uses this. Do you guys communicate with each other on the platform?
Absolutely. So we have, there's flags that if I talk to a client, and then if Jasmine's talked to a client or Chris talked to a client, we know exactly what was said. We all have our specific jobs, and so a person can go in there and look where the other person left off because we're constantly touching it. Talking to me, it's just like talking to a team member. They know exactly what was said and how it was said.
That's huge. And you said specific jobs. So it's not just pure chaos. Everybody's just trying to call as many people as they can, right?
Yeah.
You have a formulated system as to this person does this piece of the activity. This person does this piece. This person does this, and this person does this. And you use it almost like an assembly line.
Absolutely.
So you can stay organized.
Very much so.
Get things closed on time, stay within proper communication because the right person is doing the right activity, right?
Yep.
So that you can stay focused on keeping your relationships activated.
Yeah.
Creating new relationships with new agents. And you got a back end team that's supporting the workload, so that loans are always being accomplished regardless as to what you're doing. Is that
absolutely right? So you know what? At the end of the day, we're an assembly line. If for some reason David Nguyen gets hit by a bus,
well, hopefully can't happen. No, that's not happening.
We can't have.
Keep yourself safe, man.
But the assembly line doesn't stop.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a constant flow.
Yeah. So again, we talk about success. Success is also having freedom. And by having an assembly line chain like that, Does that give you guys the ability sometime maybe somebody can take off and have a little bit of freedom for their
Absolutely,
own personal time?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Today is Thursday, 2 days before Christmas. I have a couple of team members off today.
Yeah.
Taking off for
But
Christmas.
loans are still closing.
Loans are closing every day. We
Yeah.
have closings every day.
Yeah. And that's huge, man. So, because success isn't just making a lot of money and taking care of your family. Of course, those are probably two, the family part, number one, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But being able to spend that time, that quality time with your family, man, that's what it's all about. And that's the Christmas episode.
It is.
That's what we're here for today. We're here to wrap up the end of our week. We're 3 days to Christmas and talk a little bit about how people can have success in any market and what we're doing to have that tremendous success. And then we're going to go and I'm spending time with my family. That's what I'm doing. As soon as we get off this call, my vacation starts. It's Thursday and it's 12:32. So I'm starting a little bit early. I'm going to spend time with. How about you, David? What's your motivation for me?
Me too, Devin. So this is the end of the workday for me. So
that's huge, man. Well, guys, this has been a great time for me. I don't know, David, good time for you?
Awesome time.
Yeah. We love doing this stuff. And, we're going to keep these podcasts moving forward. Again, what we're all about is we're talking about how to have success. And it's not just going to be me and David. As we explore these podcasts and we continue to bring on guests, we've got some folks that are actually doing charity work in the community that we're going to bring in. We're going to bring in some big tier agents that are doing some tremendous things in the marketplace, influential leaders that can help you find your success, whether that's as a loan officer or as a real estate agent or a title professional or an insurance professional, whatever your role is in the mortgage business. We want to provide you those tools to have that tremendous success and give you great content that you can utilize to make your success. We always try to invent the best versions of ourselves. And we want to give those tools back to you guys so you can do the same thing. So, David, anything you'd like to share before we wrap up this podcast?
No, I just want our audience to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, guys. And again, if you want to check us out, our shameless plug here is you can find us at realestatesuccesspartner.com. Again, that's realestatesuccesspartner.com. I'm Devin Dubuc. I'm the managing director of the Dubuc team and the corporate branch manager at Click and Close Mortgage.
I'm David Nguyen.
And David runs his team, Garcia and Nguyen team.
Garcia
Nguyen team here at Click and Close Mortgage. And Merry Christmas, guys. It's been great talking to you again. And we're so looking forward to 2023 and all the success that it's going to bring. Sprinkling that magic dust, right, David?
Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.